What is good, you guys? Welcome back. So, I posted a cute success story over on the community tab, and a few of you guys were asking what she did differently in order to receive her beautiful relationship with her now girlfriend. And I want to talk about it because we've talked about this so many times on the channel, but let's talk about it from a different angle here. So, I'm going to read her success story and I'm going to talk about some of the things we talked about in our session. But her success story says, "Hi, Autumn. I just want to thank you again. So, around a month ago, my now girlfriend reached out to me and said that she missed me and apologized for how things went with us before. We've been going on cute little dates since then, and it all felt like old times, like there was never any period of no contact. She even told me that during that time apart, she saw other people, but all she could think about was me. Lately, our conversations have gotten deeper, and we both have felt more comfortable being vulnerable and opening up to one another. She's telling me I'm beautiful inside and out, and how she's so grateful that we met and is sending me gift baskets when I'm sick. We express to each other that we just want each other and don't want anyone else, and here we are." So it's a beautiful success story from our session, coming from our session, because there was so much within her that felt like she was lacking and feeling just this guilt and shame about what had appeared in the circumstances for them to not be in communication anymore. So when she initially came to me, her questions and just her feelings were, how do you not beat yourself up or blame yourself for what may appear to happen on the outside? So what happened was they made a connection and she felt like she was doing her best not to sabotage it. But things took a turn, and of course a third party showed up, all of the things, and the girl that she was talking to at the time became distant. And so she took that as that I must be the old version of myself if this is happening. And so she got upset and she sent her a message basically cutting her off because she did not want to compete. She just did not want to deal with any of that, right? And so she said, "I'm so tired of repeating this pattern pretty much with everything in my life." And as we really uncovered a lot of this was happening across so many areas of her life, just in general. So once we expanded it out to see that her state of being was being of one in lack, then we were able to see that she believed that non fulfillment was her default reality. And this is what we've talked about on the channel so many times in so many ways, you guys. This is not new to any of us here, but she just felt like I'm kind of in this space where I'm beating myself up and having difficulty just resting and returning to I am. So, again, you guys, the belief that non fulfillment is your default reality is what keeps you from seeing your state of wholeness, your state of fulfillment, the state that already is, right? And it's the belief that it is a possibility for you to be unfulfilled. She recognized that. And when she recognized that, it just shifted everything for her. And so her turning point in all of this, when before her SP came back, before anything happened, she said that I stopped making failure my default and stopped entertaining any possibility that I would not receive the love that I desired. I stood faithful to my end result no matter what I was seeing or feeling. And I felt that it was just so beautiful because she had this conviction about who she was and realized that non fulfillment is not possible. And so, most people, when we desire something, we immediately assume the default reality is that I don't have it yet. And then we assume that the baseline is non fulfillment, and fulfillment is something that we move toward, or we earn, or we achieve, or even it's coming in some future event when it happens in the physical. But that assumption alone creates all of this struggle. So essentially, you guys, this is the belief in two minds and not the one mind here. So it's stemming from a separate mind lacking And it's hoping that if it petitions for things outside of itself, such as a relationship, love, or money, whatever the case may be, it's across the board for all things. That if it petitions for these things outside of itself, that once it gets these desires in the physical, or the physical looks a certain way, then it will be made whole. Then it will know itself as source. But your true identity or true reality as fulfillment, it just is. You can't add to it and you can't take away from it, but you can draw from it every whole experience, every experience that is known. But non fulfillment is not its own separate reality. It is a misinterpretation or distorted perception of fulfillment. But fulfillment is the only real state, because you cannot desire what isn't already known in you. Her desire to be in a relationship with this person was already known within her. That's why she desired it. That's why she desired to have a beautiful relationship and all of the things that she desires in her life, because it's already known within her. And once she realized that non fulfillment was just not a possibility. So her turning point was realizing that I've been treating failure as if it's real. But failure is a story, which is a symptom of the state of lack. It's coming from the state of lack. But all of this story is just an idea within fulfillment, you guys. So again, non-fulfillment is just an idea within fulfillment. And what I mean by this is you would have to put circumstances in place to be a failure. You would have to perceive all circumstances through that lack. And even if it wasn't there, you would act in such a way to confirm that story, which was, in her case, the sabotage that was constantly happening every time she was talking to someone or getting in a relationship. She would sabotage it because she believed that failure and non fulfillment was a possibility. So, I want you guys to understand that the body and the mind and the emotions, again, they follow this state. We try to change those things, try to make ourselves feel better about what's happening, trying to get the right thoughts, think the right things, feel the right emotions, but the body does not act separately on its own outside of the state, outside of the identity that it is aware of, right? So she was acting in such a way to bring about sabotage or failure or all of these things, because her state was lack, and that belief was that I just won't be fulfilled, right? So understand this, you guys, that fulfillment is not something or a destination that you eventually reach. It literally is the starting point. So desire is the recognition of what is already true in awareness. And the only thing that ever makes fulfillment feel distant is this belief that I am someone who doesn't have it yet. And this is why her shift was really fast, because she didn't become this fulfilled version. She didn't go on this journey to become it, didn't have to change all of these things to become it. She remembered. She literally remembered that she already was. She already was that. And that's what shifted everything, you guys. It's really that simple. It's the same for every single success story on this channel. Every success story that you have ever heard of has come from the remembrance of who you are, that you are already fulfilled. And of course, it can happen in so many different ways, the circumstances, all of these things, but the base of it is the remembrance that you already are fulfilled, and that you're not going on a journey to become fulfilled. You remember that you are fulfilled. So it's this shift in perception of there's only fulfillment, and non fulfillment is just an idea within fulfillment, that if I believed that, I would have to act in accordance to that to bring about the fulfillment of that. But at the end of the day, it's a misperception, because in the whole, in the fulfilled version of me, all that there is, there is every possibility that I do have my desire, my relationship, my money, my joy, my peace, my job, whatever the case may be, whatever it is you desire, you can draw from it because it's whole. You can draw that experience to you. So to believe that non fulfillment is a possibility is a distortion and an illusion that is not real. All right. I am who you truly are does not know that, does not create that. It's only the belief that there's two minds here that sets itself apart from the wholeness that it is that believes that. And that's the one that goes on this journey that feels that they need to do something, get something, achieve something to become fulfilled. So she just moved back to her center and realized that I was already it. I don't need to search for it. It's right here with me. My relationship, my love is right here with me. And circumstances moved around her. Everything formed around her, changed around her, her state of being. And it's so. And they're together, they're happy. And there's so many other things in her life that are shifting too. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Pretty much it. There's nothing that is being withheld from you. I want to make that clear. There's nothing here that's being withheld from you. You think that you're somehow different from all of these success stories and all of these things, these teachings. It's not. You just have to remember that you already are. All right. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I wanted to make this very simple. And I'm going to leave this video right here. So, everything you need to know about anything working with me, my books, my masterclasses down in the description box below. Thank you to everyone who has just been so supportive. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And once again, you guys, your imagination is on your side, and I am too. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.